Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Okay, ready? 52, opposite, green.
Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. This pass out wide to Hall. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Willis going to try to run it. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Drake London with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are on the board first here in Vegas. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ball red.
On play action, Lance. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Troy Anderson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw taken in by London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason. from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing.
Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0.
14. Raiders, nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Ready?
Off of play action, here's Lance. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Lance. He's got a man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jameson Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On for the extra point try, Andrew Mevis. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Raiders 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Willis. And the Raiders have got him. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Here's Hardman to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A final shot before half for Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, check that, street.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Willis. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Houston.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now Willis on third down. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
First down, Texans.
A handoff for Hall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ball again on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fulk connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got it to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Lance. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 13 yards remaining on second down. Throwing now is Lance. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Desperation time here. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And now the rookie's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Folk for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Raiders 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Slot man moves right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those...
And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance on the out route. He finds Hardman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for Las Vegas first down. To throw, it's Lance. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were